All right, guys, I'm going to do a real quick, kind of like I've been doing with projects, and this is just like a little project update. Um, so I worked some. I have one video that I should come out with today on some of the stuff that I did with the turtle van. I'm just blocking out the colors right now with primer just to see how it looks and kind of see if there's other stuff that needs to change about this. Also, the having that as primed will just help, especially yellow. I'm not great at yellow, so yellow is going to be quite hard for me to get like really nice looking. But I've got some of my normal colors picked out to go over on top of that. But this is just the kind of base. I'm going to take these wheels, I think. These are the original wheels. They're not great. They're not bad, but they're just not great. But I'm going to take these wheels, I think. I think that'll look pretty decent on these guys. We'll see though. I just thought van was good. I picked up a couple more ducks to do either Duckhausen stuff with or something else with. I also I'm working on, I don't know why I can't find it. So it must be around here somewhere because yeah, I already removed it. Oh, here it is. Got this next project that I'm starting. Found the rigor mortar whites, and my plan is to take Skeletor, similar to like what I did here, and we're gonna make a Scareglow Skeletor. I don't know if I had mentioned that yet, but I'm thinking like really chrome silver for his engine. Most everything else is gonna be white. I've got glow in the dark paint, so I'll just glow in the dark paint him the whole thing, and then I'll do some nice black lines to be like on his back. I'm thinking of also removing the ram and then either making his I think it's called his like halibut of destiny or something like that. Make his little halibut to stick out of there, or potentially, because this is going to be all white with bony detail, make something similar ish to this to actually have like a little cape so that I can get the purple in. I'm also thinking of leaving the underside already purple because he's got like the little purple shoe like feet, and then his little codpiece, it's already purple. So that's my plans on that one. I think that'll be really interesting. It'll be I'll put it on the same card. I'll kind of do that. Then also I got my world's smallest Skeletor in. So this was pretty interesting. I had gotten him in a better pose, but unfortunately, when you put him in the Landshark blister, and I'm still looking at options, he really can't sit very high up, unfortunately. Also, I did just a minor touch-ups to the face. The face I got actually was really nice. I was sort of disappointed that I got like one of the best faces on one of those minis yet. I do like him so far, but I'd like it to be, trying to think. I can, like, he's like leaning like a cholo, and I'm like, I don't want to modify the figure. Also, just to show you another idea that I went through, I had some damage on my card, so I went through and just mixed up some paint, and at least that way should hide it a little better. I'm gonna do a little bit more mixing to get like a little bit lighter. Like right here, I think I did pretty well matching that. Now I just need to go a little bit lighter, but it's just to hide that white. So it doesn't have to be too perfect, at least for me, but it's just to hide the white. And actually, like, already it looks pretty good. I was gonna mention also, I had to pull off the whole card. It came all off whenever I was using the 100% acetone. And again, these guys were great. As an example, let me see. Should have thought of this. What I did was to get him back in the correct position was I would go through and use this guy to hold, and then I could just get a little bit of a hold, get it just right, look at it, and once I really liked it, I just lock it in. And now I don't have to worry about that side. Then I would come over here and kind of do the same thing, and it was just so nice because I glued. The other thing that I've done is I've switched over to using, like with this, I re-glued with my clear Gorilla Glue. I've switched over to that because I did get a little bit of hazing from Super Glue, and the Gorilla Glue clear is doing fine. It takes a little bit longer to dry, Again, I use these little quick grips, and they hold it real nice and firm, so I can put those and then just, you know, put it to the side and let it dry. Yeah, and I think the only other thing I was going to show today was I had done one of these duck and goes, and I had some problems. I had some mistakes, and I wanted to show one option just in case you haven't seen this before. This is just stuff called mean green, and I've soaked this guy for like a day. And usually it's pretty good about whoa, it actually will take off that paint. I didn't think it would take off that paint. I thought it was only going to take off my paint. Wow, that'll even take off those decals. And even my paint's having a harder time coming up. My paint was mixed with that other stuff. I was actually using a little bit of acetone, and it wasn't even removing up here, but that's actually kind of interesting. If this is another way to even remove that stuff without necessarily damaging the plastic, because this stuff really should not damage the plastic. So that's intriguing. I did not expect that. What I've heard is that potentially with this is that you can do a clear coat on something. So if you have something you're working on and you want to make sure, I also had this little bender minifig from Construx. I painted him up one time to try and, this was like whenever I first restarted painting, and I didn't do a great job with him, and I didn't like him. So I wanted to go through and, you know, he'll be another project upcoming. But as you can see, this is taking off just standard primer and then minis paint. And it should leave, I thought it would leave most of anything else alone as far as the plastic or the undercoat, like whatever they did at the factory. But I had another bender I can show off at some point where what I did was I went through and I cleaned up his eyes. I just redid his eyes, and I really liked it. But I kept being like, man, I don't like his color. Bender isn't really gray. He's kind of this weird blue. And I wanted to try and get these details to really pop. But it didn't work out quite as nice as I would have hoped. Let's see, does Bender's eyes still show up? And then also his teeth. I was trying to do his teeth, and I was trying to do just a lot of the little cheaty effects, like just dry brush, wash. And that's what I was trying to do. And it just wasn't enough. There's not enough depth to the model to really do that, and so it just didn't work out very well. And I hadn't reset him, and since I'm starting to get back into painting and stuff, I wanted to reset him. Wow, that is intriguing though, that really. And I was kind of worried because like here, I think maybe that acetone is just a little too strong. Like I don't know if that even messed up the glow effect. Let's see. I'd be curious. Be curious if, let me turn off my, I can figure out how to do it. I don't know if I can turn off my, no, he still glows fine. I can't really show it. I have like a light on my, I had my light on my phone just to give a little bit more brightness here, but yeah, no, he still glows fine. I was worried that because there was a time where I was painting and I tried to like just get it off with a little bit of the nail polish remover, but he kind of got just like a little, you know, it just spread it. It's really interesting to see that my paint is really getting in there, and I don't know if it's that flow aid that just allowed it to stain so well, but yeah, that's really intriguing. My red's still there, my black's still there. So I think what I'm going to have to start doing too is, if you do a clear coat of a matte clear spray paint, supposedly what that kind of does is that gives a layer where this mean green or whatever won't eat through. And so that way what you can do is, if you get something perfect, and it's hard, like let's say I did the 6, and I was like, oh yeah, this 6 area is perfect. I could go ahead and spray this all, lock it in place, and then let's say I was going to try and write channel or something else near it. Now I'm still matte clear. It should still be pretty much the same. I can try to write channel, and if I mess up writing channel, then I just go mean green it a little, clear off, you know, my mess up on channel, and my 6 will still be fine. So that's just another thing that I haven't tried before, but I've heard of. Oh, and I did want to bring up too. If you ever drill out a turtle van, be really careful. They're little. I don't think they have metal in there. There wasn't metal. It was all plastic. It must be like all plastic injection molding. And man, it just if you drill out a turtle van, go super slow. You're gonna hit and go through that super fast. But yeah, that was just some slight updates on stuff I'm working on, and we'll see it from there. Thanks.